ring and is widely considered to be the GOAT. But despite all that success, he still finds motivation in those who have doubted him.
I was always kind of motivated by people that said, you can't do it. You're not good enough. You're not fast enough, not big enough. You don't have a good enough arm. You know, I've had a body of work over a period of time. So, you know, you just say, hey, like, quickly you forget. I think that's the great part about football. It's not really about what you did last year. It's kind of what you're going to do this year. So for me, it was what I was going to do for the Bucs last year. I still feel that way.
He is the king of petty. He is. He doesn't call out individual people who doubt him, but you can tell, and he speaks about it all the time, that he pays attention to anyone who says he can't do something.
Yeah.
I think if you're a successful person, you have to find the positive in people who doubt you. You have to use that as an edge, because everyone's not going to like you. Everyone's not going to support you.
Right.
There's going to be people who say you can't do it throughout your career, no matter who you are. Now, depending on who you are, there might be more people who say you can't do it, and you have to overcome more. But you got to find that fuel. Like, there's somebody who said didn't hire you or fired you, or you had roadblocks in your career, and then you turn that into a chip. But it's just wild to hear Tom Brady with the insane amount of success that he has. He still listens to that little voice that tells him he can't do it.
We're all still 9 years old. Those slights in junior high, those slights you get made fun of like I did on the school bus because you had big ears.
It shapes your soul.
Yeah, I look those people up on Facebook, see how their life is. Did it yesterday. Joy with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
Report once and saw it. One time.
Yeah, right.
Okay, by the way, now that you're an ex-player, you still love football. You're really into football. And there's a lot more trades happening now, Aqib, than when you broke into this league. Like, people trade like crazy now. And it's funny. I love the draft. But I kind of like what the Rams do. The Rams say, we don't need first-round picks. Jalen Ramsey is better than first-round picks. Trades are different, though. Now, you were a guy traded to different teams, and you fit in other places. But the league's become very trade-centric. And, Aqib, a lot of guys aren't like you. They go to places, and they don't fit, and they don't like the coach. Do you ever worry a little bit about everybody loves trades. Trade. A lot of guys, they need comfort, and trade made you had to be uncomfortable for times. What do you make of all the trades now in the NFL?
It's what the game is turning to, man. Free agency trades is definitely cranked all the way up. It's like drafting a guy, man. You trade a draft pick and you bring a guy in. Basically, you, like you said, Colin, you're saying, this is my draft pick for this year. So some of them going to work, some of them not going to work. It's anytime you bring a new guy in the building, young or old, a rookie or a veteran, some of them going to work, some of them not going to work, man. So I think you take the good with the bad. The Rams do it. They do it pretty good. They miss out sometimes. They traded for MP. And MP was there for 1 year. And, I mean, that didn't really work out. You know what I'm saying? So it's some of them work, some of them don't.
You know, I'll tell you this. When you got traded to New England, I was like, I don't know if that's going to work. Aqib's got a big, strong personality. He's not going to listen to Belichick boss him around. And I honestly thought that. And it worked great. When you got traded there, when you were flying your PJ up to Foxborough, did you think, man, this may not be good? This is cold weather and Belichick stuff. Did you have doubts?
No, at the point I was in my career, Colin, that was like, this gotta work. I'm finna go. I'm finna just be me. I'm gonna be regular me, but I'm gonna zip it just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? While I'm in here with Bill, because this gotta work. This is the main stage. If I ball on this stage, then I'm in the door. That's how I felt. So it had to work for me. I was on a mission when I went to Foxborough.
That's funny. I'm just going to zip it a little bit, like 10% zip it.
Tone it down just a little bit. Still be lead, but just tone it down just a little bit.
Aqib Talib. Well, I love having you on, buddy. It's great seeing you.
Appreciate it, Colin.
Always.
Y'all take care. Thanks, Joy.
All right. I am kind of jealous that you and Aqib knew what the PJ was. I'm not gonna lie.
What a PJ is,
well,
too.
I know what a private jet is, but I didn't know it had a nickname or a kind of a hipster. Well, I mean, seriously, I don't.
Have you never heard someone call a private jet a PJ before?
No,
I guess not, yeah.
That's not. I thought that they just go.
Well, the next time that you book a PJ,
I thought I just
you
didn't.
can tell someone that you're taking a PJ to Utah for the weekend.
Well, I've leaned on you before for some of the modern lexicon in society. I'll say, well, what is that? Like, you introduced me to lit.
Did I introduce you to lit? I don't know if I want to take responsibility for that.
No, about 2 years ago.
I did? Did I explain it to you, or did I introduce it to you?
I ran home that day. I must have used it 20 times.
Oh, we know.
Honey, this shirt is lit.
There was something else you were saying. It wasn't lit. There was something else you were saying that we had to...
See, that's the thing. When you enter... Now, from this point forward, I'm just going to walk around town. What are you doing today? May take a PJ. I'm just going to use it all day today because I'm in my PJs. I'm going to fly a PJ. I'm just going to overuse
You're going to be on a PJ in your PJs.
Joey with the news.
No. Turn on the news. This is the Herdline News.
I remember something else you were saying. Maybe it was lit.
Oh, I went crazy with lit.
You did go crazy. Yeah.
Listen,
and I think you discovered lit after lit was no longer lit.
It's almost like the show Entourage. I loved it year 4, and everybody's like, it's over. It's no good anymore. Year 4, they were done.
I always liked Entourage.
I did. Well, I didn't watch the first 3 years, so by the time I watched it, I would go around telling everybody, new show.
You know what? Rewatching Entourage, like, I wonder if they could do a show like that with the way that everything is now. Like, because it's so different. People are famous for being on TikTok, and it was just a different world now.
Yeah.
So the NBA is filled with young stars, a lot of whom are on TikTok. And in a recent ranking on ESPN of the top players under 25 years old, Luka took the top spot. Zion came in second. And LaMelo Ball is third, followed by Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, De'Aaron Fox, Ben Simmons at 7, Devin Booker at 8, Bam Adebayo at 9, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at 10. Now, obviously, everyone was freaking out about LaMelo Ball. He only played in 41 games this season. I think it's a little bit overreaction. And I love LaMelo. I knew LaMelo was going to be great. I was probably the one person on earth that was like, LaMelo's going to work and he's going to be great. Me and Michael Jordan, what do you know? But it's too soon to put him in the top 10 players under 25.
I like that Donovan Mitchell's 4 over Jason Tatum. That wouldn't have been the case. I don't know if I'd put LaMelo over Jason Tatum.
Well, here's the other names that he's over. He's over Jaylen Brown. He's over Jamal Murray. He's over John Morant.
He's not. No. LaMelo's not better than Jamal Murray. No way.
No.
So that's bad.
Who
voted on this?
I don't think he's better than John Morant right now either.
Who voted on
Michael
this?
Porter Jr., Jaylen Brown.
He's not better than Jamal Murray. That's stupid.
Jamal Murray is 13.
Okay, so who voted?
So here's I'll do 11 through 20 then. Brandon Ingram is 11. Jaylen Brown, Jamal Murray 13, Michael Porter Jr. 14, John Morant 15, Trae Young 16, McCall Bridges 17, Domantas Sabonis 18, Anthony Edwards 19, and DeAndre Ayton at 20.
Okay, so LaMelo Ball's too high and Jamal Murray's too low. Other than that, if you switched LaMelo Ball and Jamal Murray, I'd probably be happier with the list.
I mean, you cannot have LaMelo Ball over Devin Booker.
No, you can't.
So Devin Booker had a 70-point game. He scored 70 points in a game.
That's
I understand it was a loss, but still, 70 points. Bam Adebayo was in the finals last year. Like, you got to switch that around a little bit. And I love LaMelo, but it's just, it's too soon for that. So Jimmy Garoppolo's future with San Francisco got a lot less certain when the team traded up to number 3 in the drafts. But according to Niners corner Jason Verrett, the team is still behind Jimmy G. He said, I just know that we all as a team, as an organization, have the utmost respect for Jimmy. We trust him. We trust everything that he's done. It does seem like, at least from the players' perspective, George Kittle is a huge Jimmy G advocate. There's a lot of players who are coming out and speaking very highly of Jimmy G.
But don't you have to?
No, I don't think you have to.
What if that guy?
I don't think you have to.
What if Jason Verrett said, "No respect for the guy"? I think.
Well, no, I don't think you have to go the other way, but I don't think that you have to shower praise and admiration either if he's not the guy.
Okay.
I think that Jimmy G is a leader in the locker room, and a lot of guys like playing with him. But at the end of the day, do you like playing with him or do you like winning more? Like, he's not available, and this is his health has put the San Francisco 49ers in this situation. Jimmy G's obviously very talented. He's obviously capable. We've seen it. We know that. He was one throw away from winning the Super Bowl. Now, that one throw, whatever, you win or you lose, that's how it goes.
Right.
But his health is the issue. Like, if you're not available, you can't plan your organization around that. You can't go into another season like you did last year not having your starting quarterback. It's just, it's too much. So I fully understand why they're drafting another quarterback. You can't rely on Jimmy G. Now, that said, I do think Jimmy is going to be the starter for this season. I don't think we're going to see whoever San Francisco takes, certainly at least not right away.